There is something for everybody this season. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest fall fashion trends for 2022. Hi, this is Netta. Welcome back to my channel. My whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love so you look beautiful and feel confident every single day. So today I want to talk about trends and fall trends. I talk about trends quite a bit on this channel because I think that trends become more and more important as we get older, because trends are what keep our look contemporary, modern, relevant, updated, and keep us from looking dated. And dated equals potentially frumpy, dated equals aging. And so that's what we want to stay away from. We want to just have that awareness of what's happening in trends. This doesn't mean we're going to buy all the trends. Definitely doesn't mean we're going to like all of the trends or wear all of the trends. But what it does mean is that we have an awareness of what's going on in pop culture, in style, in the general aesthetic that's out there, so that we can refine our look according to our own lifestyle, our own budget, our own personal style, our own needs, all of the things, right? So we want to know, we want to be aware of what's out there. One of the things that keeps us stuck and dated in our look and, wearing the same, makeup for 20 years or wearing the same jeans for 10 years is like that we sometimes stop paying attention. When we're in our teens and early 20s, often, looking through magazines and now looking at influencers, that's a big part of life. And as we get older, we get busier and life takes over and we stop paying attention to what's going on in style or in the world of style and aesthetics. And that's when we can get stuck and we can start looking dated. So trends are the medicine that will help your wardrobe look more modern, more fresh, more contemporary. Okay, there is something in this season for everybody. I will say this is a season of extremes. So whether you're a minimalist or a maximalist, whether you're a prepster or you're edgy, there's something for everybody this season. And this is not a shopping list. That is coming later. I will be doing a video where I make some suggestions on things that you might want to incorporate into your fall wardrobe to update it. But this is more looking at what are the major overall themes and trends for fall 2022. I will tell you, I haven't been this excited about fall fashion in a while. And when I say that there is something interesting in here, no matter what your lifestyle or what your aesthetic is, for everybody, I am not kidding, because it's all over the place and I'm here for it. I love it. Okay, so let's get started. The very first trend I want to talk about is preppy chic. Now, preppy chic is, many of you have a preppy personal style and you've never walked away from preppy style. And preppy style, for the most part, is classic and relatively timeless. Obviously, there are tweaks that have happened. The 80s preppy style and the current preppy style look very different. But there is really a return to a lot of the more traditional preppy motifs. The plaids, the stripes, the bold colors, and the shapes. The little skirts and shorts. Sweater vests have been trending for a while. Collared sweaters, like polo collared sweaters, have been a thing for the last couple of seasons. So we've kind of seen preppy style creep back into trendiness, but now we're seeing it more and more. And one of the things that really is a sign of preppy style that's really big this season is the classic loafer, like the classic penny loafer with a thick sole. And there are so many versions and so many iterations of this, from a classic flat style to a crazy high-heeled backless style. There's a version of this penny loafer trend for everybody. So that preppy motif is really making a strong comeback and we're also seeing it in cardigans. We're seeing it in everything for 2022. The next theme I want to talk about is classic business. So we're looking at menswear inspired materials, like that haberdashery element, so we're plaids and checks and subtle stripes on wools and blazers and wool skirts and businessy motifs showing up in everything from shoes to bags that give that really classic office look that used to be associated, like I said, with menswear, but now is fully feminine. And there are so many versions of this polished business look with these traditional, very classic businessy fabrics and silhouettes. So that return to dressing up for the office is something I'm 100% here for fall 2022. I think we have had multiple seasons of sweats, and it is really, really nice to see suits and some of those more classic patterns come back into style. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Barbie core. Barbie core. I took this trend very literally. I'm just going to pop up a picture right here. I had to come up with a last minute costume idea for a youth camp that our church put on, and my costume was Barbie. Of course, I was Malibu Barbie because I have the tan, but I had this pink dress and these pink mules in my wardrobe already, and I just ordered a $12 wig on Amazon, and there I was Barbie. But I will tell you, I think Anne Hathaway did an amazing version of this look that just like blew up on social media. She wore those crazy cool pink platform pumps and a hot pink mini dress. So it's all about hot pink this season. It is a huge, and I just realized I was wearing hot pink. That honestly was not planned. That was just luck. But hot pink is huge this season. It's already been a part of my color palette for years. It just is a part of my color palette. But if you love hot pink, it is huge this season. And we're seeing hot pink everything and everywhere. Also, even more directly Barbie related, we're seeing like Barbie looking shoes and Barbie looking clothes and Barbie looking bags. Like, it's the hot pink. It's almost like as grown-ups, we are giving ourselves permission to wear the plastic shoes we used to put on our Barbie doll, because some of these shoes look exactly like that. And I love it. I just think it's so much fun. Obviously, we want to approach this trend with some balance. We're probably not going to do a full Anne Hathaway look. If you have an event and you have the personal style for it, go for it. But most of us are going to incorporate, if we love hot pink, you can incorporate small doses of this into your wardrobe. It could be a great pair of earrings. It can be a pair of, hot pink shoes that you wear with a neutral outfit. So depending on your personal style, you can go all in on the hot pink, or you can just take it in small doses, or you can skip it altogether, because that's the beauty of trends. There's no law that says we have to like every one of these. I'm definitely not adopting every one of these into my wardrobe, but it's just fun to see what's out there, right? Okay, so continuing from Barbie onto vibrant colors in general, we're just seeing color, like bright color, like almost neon bright colors. So we're seeing bright yellow and chartreuse and orange and cerulean blue, and just beautiful, vibrant colors for the season. So whatever the color, your philosophy on colors, or whatever your favorite color, you should be able to find items this season that can update your wardrobe in a beautiful, bold color. Now, for many women, like I said, the easiest way to do this is with an accessory. So a pair of shoes, or even a pair of earrings, or a great bag to add to your neutral outfits. That's an easy starter introduction to wearing bold color. If you like more color and you can handle more color, then go for it. But vibrant colors are everywhere this season, and I absolutely love them. Okay, so the next trend is Western wear. Now, there's a lot of equestrian motifs, a lot of equestrian looking jackets with the elbow patches and equestrian boots. There are cowboy boots. Cowboy boots, I would say, are one of the key trends of the season. I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around cowboy boots. I have never been a Western that's never been my aesthetic, but I've seen some really, really cool cowboy boots this season that might be swaying me a little bit. But cowboy boots are huge. One of the things about cowboy boots is, if that is something that you enjoy, that look, they really add edge and interest and make any outfit kind of look cooler and hipper. So if you like them, or if you have a pair, break them out and start wearing them this season. They are very, very on trend. So all sorts of Western motifs. So from like Western inspired pants and denim and like the plaids, and like I said, the little equestrian jackets. We're seeing a lot of equestrian and Western themes in style this season. So if you love that, go for it. This is the season to break all of that out of your wardrobe. Okay, a little bit more of my speed is the sparkle trend. So sparkle, embellishments, crystals, glitter, sequins. I mean, everywhere. I saw a Lily Sadugi straw hat that was covered with gemstones. There are shoes that are jewel encrusted. There are entire dresses and pants and jackets and tops. So we're talking head to toe sparkle. Like, you can wear a sparkle hair accessory and an entire sparkly head to toe outfit, and then you add sparkly shoes and a sparkly bag. Like, I haven't seen this much like emphasis on sparkle and glitter and excess since the 80s, like everything embellished. And I love it. Again, you can bring this into your own wardrobe in a way that works for you. You can just add a pair of sparkly earrings, or maybe bring a pair of flats with a pretty sparkly bow on them into your wardrobe. There are a lot of ways to incorporate this trend in smaller doses. Maybe you just get a sparkly cami and wear it with a regular blazer, however that looks for you. I personally love this look. I have a practical consideration to take into account when I wear this look, and that's that my hair sticks to all the sparkle. So unfortunately for me, I usually use sparkle on the bottom half, or I have to wear a jacket or some kind of buffer so that my hair doesn't get like all crazy. And yes, it is dripping wet. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. My hair's wet. So yes, sparkle is huge, and however you want to incorporate that, if you want to incorporate that into your wardrobe, this is the time to do it. I am really like this. To me, this is the reason I got into fashion. The reason I got into fashion is because of all the pretty things. And this season we're seeing so many pretty things, from Barbie pink to sparkly shoes. I feel like if I was 5, this would be my fashion season, because there's just all the stuff that little girls dream of wearing when they grow up is on trend for fall 2022. Okay, speaking of that, feminine. So traditionally really feminine styles, little lace collars, lace in general, soft dresses in soft colors, ruffles, chiffon, silks and florals. Very, very feminine motifs are a major trend for spring 2022. Fall 2022. Oh my goodness, I'm so behind. Fall 2020. And we've seen this, we've seen cottagecore, right? We've seen the references to like the previous centuries in style. And this is really kind of coming full circle with these really sweet and girly dresses. I love them. Some of them I could have worn very easily at 20 and feel a little bit less comfortable in at 50. So we may want to make some tweaks to some of those silhouettes and some of those styles, and wear them in a way that feels more like where we're at. But I love the feminine trend. So if it's going to be just a pretty lace blouse for you, if it's going to be a feminine but still sophisticated dress, this trend towards embracing all things feminine just makes me really happy. I love being a woman, and I love embracing these feminine trends. I feel like they just kind of bring out my femininity. So if that's something that you enjoy, you'll find lots of options this season. Okay, the next trend is sort of actually two trends that I'm talking about at once, and it's minimalism to maximalism. So like I said, there's something for everybody this season. So we talked about preppy and then we talked about sparkly, right? Now we're talking about minimal to maximal. So that 90s minimalism, 90s is the era when I started my career as a fashion editor, and I remember all of the runways with the minimalist clothes, and I remember Now in my 50s, I have a greater appreciation for the minimalist aesthetic. It's definitely still not my aesthetic, but the sleekness and the intentionality and the cleanness of a minimalist style, there is a really strong nod to that this season. So we're seeing 90s minimalism come on full force this season, and we're seeing really simple wearable pieces that we can incorporate into our daily lives, from tanks are huge again, to trousers, to simple column dresses, to we've seen the slip dress for the last couple of seasons, but very simple silhouettes that are very, very wearable and work in everyday life, usually done in neutral colors. So if minimalism is your love language in style, if you just love that aesthetic, you're going to find a lot of options this season. Now, on the other end of the extreme, we talked about already some of the maximalist things that are happening. So we talked about the Barbie core, we talked about the vibrant colors, and we talked about the profusion of sparkle. We're seeing embellishments. We're seeing very luxurious and rich florals, we're seeing appliques and all sorts of interesting details on clothing. And all of that is going to really give you that maximalist look. We're still seeing a lot of pattern mixing. We're seeing a lot of leopard. We're seeing, like I said, a lot of bold colors in florals. So whatever your personal style, you're going to find something this season that really speaks to it. Okay, the last trend I want to talk about is also two trends that I'm discussing at once. And again, polar opposites. We're talking about sleek and shiny versus fuzzy and textured. So let's talk about the sleek and shiny. Stretch boots, patent leather, stretchy pants, all in sleek and shiny fabrics. Lots of shiny leather, lots of kind of glossy evening fabrics, silky fabrics, a lot of sheen. That's one of the key trends. A lot of like nighttime, like going out, party, fancy, shiny clothes, right? The other end of the spectrum is the fuzzy textures. Now, by fuzzy textures, we're talking feathers, which are a major trend this season. Feathered everything, feathers on shoes, feathers trimming pants, feathers on, full feathered tops and dresses. So those are like a softer texture, right? But also we're talking about faux fur. We're talking about, cashmere and fuzzy sweaters. We're talking about boucle and wools, and so some of those softer textures. So really the two ends of the extremes, two extremes when it comes to textures that really give you so much room to express your personal style. And that's really what trends come down to at the end of the day. We want to we want to express our personal style in a way that is updated, and we want to wear clothes that really feel like us and at the same time are also contemporary. And that intersection of those two pieces is where that's the sweet spot. That's what we're all trying to find. And so hopefully these videos just give you an idea of what's out there, what you can expect to find in stores, and what you can look for when you're updating your wardrobe for fall 2022. I'm so excited to be talking about trends. I'm excited about fall and really excited about what's happening in fall fashion. So stay tuned for part 2 of this video or my next video about fall trends, when I'm really going to give you some ideas on easy ways to update your wardrobe for the season that work with your existing wardrobe. We're not reinventing the wheel. We already have clothes. We just want to bring a couple of new things in that are going to make everything else work better together. Love you guys. Let me know if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Definitely don't forget to comment and tell me which of these themes, which of these trends is your favorite. I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Say it's feminine or it's sparkly or it's equestrian, whatever. I want to know. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We have the best time here. Love you, and I'll see you in the next video.